Hey there, viewers! Growing up, we have all heard long lectures about the importance of fruits and vegetables. Even though our parents would often exaggerate the superpowers broccoli could bring, they weren't always wrong. Ever since the development of Western medicine, there has been a debate about nutraceuticals, functional foods, and pharmaceuticals. In today's video, let's discuss what are nutraceuticals and functional foods and their advantages compared to pharmaceuticals. Here is nutraceuticals versus pharmaceuticals. Nutraceuticals. In recent decades, we have witnessed the incredible evolution of medical sciences and therapeuticals. Amongst the many new discoveries, nutraceuticals have gone on to gain wide recognition. Before we go on to compare the main differences between nutraceuticals and pharmaceuticals, it's important to start at the very basics. What exactly are nutraceuticals, and what are the roles of nutraceuticals in health and nutrition? Nutraceutical is a broad term that describes food-derived products that provide some sort of medical or health benefits. The term is a combination of the words nutrient and pharmaceutical, which sums up their main composition and effects. These products can be formulated in liquid, capsule, powder, or pill forms. Nutraceuticals can be in the form of dietary supplements, herbal products, or even processed foods. Be careful not to confuse them with functional foods, which are any type of foods claiming to have benefits beyond just nutrition. Let's not get ahead of ourselves and go back to talking about nutraceuticals before we get to nutraceuticals versus functional foods. As we've mentioned, nutraceuticals claim to have medical benefits. But what exactly is the role of nutraceuticals in health and nutrition? According to scientists, nutraceuticals can and have been used in a variety of ways. From the prevention of certain diseases to the treatment and reduction of medical conditions, nutraceuticals have gained global recognition. Thanks to their nutrient-based chemical composition, nutraceuticals can have antioxidant, gene expression, and cell proliferation properties. All of these physiological processes are necessary for proper organ protection, disease prevention, and swift recovery. What makes nutraceuticals so accessible and marketable is their ability to target specific medical conditions and concerns. What do we mean by that? Well, as these products can be formulated from a variety of foods and nutrients, their chemical compositions can be created for particular intents. For example, one study explored the theoretical perks of nutraceuticals rich in vitamin C and D in patients suffering from osteoarthritis. With that said, let's take a look at specific nutraceuticals and their potential health benefits for a better understanding. Glucosamine is an amino sugar compound that can be found in our cartilages and joints. Glucosamine-based nutraceuticals can play a role in repairing damaged cartilage, joints, and tendons by stimulating cell repair. That is why scientists believe these nutraceuticals may be safely used during joint pain or stiffness during exercise. Functional foods. Now that we have an idea of what nutraceuticals are, it's time to explore what are functional foods and the main differences between functional foods and nutraceuticals. Unlike nutraceuticals that are chemically formulated products and compounds, functional foods are natural foods that may have additional benefits beyond their nutritional values. So, to put simply, functional foods can be anything from certain fruits and vegetables to seeds and types of fibers. Similar to nutraceuticals, functional foods may help in protection against diseases and quicker healing. Functional foods for cancer prevention and functional foods for healthy aging have also been identified by studies. Let's quickly take a look at the specific benefits these natural foods can have on our bodies. Let's begin with oats, which are high in fiber compounds known as beta-glucan. These natural compounds can reduce inflammation in the body and stimulate immune functions and immune systems. Oats have also been reported to lower cholesterol levels, which is why these functional foods are beneficial for those struggling with certain heart conditions and looking for ways to improve their overall heart health. Fish are another popular functional food. It's a known fact that fatty fish such as salmon, herring, and trout have high omega-3 content. Omega-3s are fatty acids that can stop the production of harmful pro-inflammatory molecules. This protection can ensure that our bodies aren't exposed to unnecessary toxicity. And the overall results can be displayed anywhere from improved heart health to better brain functioning and clearer skin. Berries have also been shown to have incredible health benefits. Not only are they packed with antioxidants such as anthocyanins and resveratrol, but their composition has also been helpful in regulating blood sugar and chronic conditions such as obesity and diabetes. Along with chronic diseases, the impact of functional foods for cancer prevention has been heavily researched. One study conducted in 2017 focused on functional foods and their role in cancer prevention and health promotion. In the study, certain types of functional foods and their specific chemical compositions were observed. For example, functional foods rich in lycopene have been shown to inhibit the cell growth of human cancer cell lines. Tomatoes, watermelons, peaches, and apricots all have high amounts of lycopene. Another example comes in the form of isothiocyanates, which can be found in broccoli, cauliflower, and kale. These compounds can lower the risk of lung, breast, stomach, and colon cancer. As we see, both nutraceuticals and functional foods present traits and advantages that can be positively impactful in the long run. But as most healthy foods can be characterized as functional foods, these natural foods demonstrate more diversity and versatility in terms of accessibility and availability. However, many nutraceutical products on the market have yet to receive the seal of approval from the Food and Drug Administration. This means more research has to be done on the long-term effects of nutraceuticals. Pharmaceuticals. Last but not least, it's time to talk about pharmaceuticals, their mechanisms of action, and how they differ from nutraceuticals and functional foods. Steering in a completely opposite direction compared to natural nutraceuticals, pharmaceuticals are drug-containing medications that are used to treat or prevent medical conditions and diseases. In other words, pharmaceuticals are medicines. These compounds can range anywhere from simple cough drops to much more powerful medications such as antibiotics and cancer drugs. In the modern era of medicine, most conditions and diseases depend on the help of pharmaceutical use and application. One of the most important perks and advantages of pharmaceuticals is their ability to combat conditions that don't have natural cures available in nature. And so, while both nutraceuticals and functional foods can help prevent disease progression, there are certain illnesses and infections that must be cured with the help of pharmaceutical drugs and medication. Over the years, numerous studies have been conducted in order to figure out which compound groups are better for overall health and disease prevention. Along with comparing the individual advantages of nutraceuticals and pharmaceuticals, scientists have also described the main drawbacks of these two groups. A great example is how nutraceuticals have fewer side effects and milder adverse effects, as they are derived and formulated from natural foods and nutrients. It's also because of their natural composition that nutraceuticals are much more affordable in the price and overall cost. Not to mention how they do not require official pharmacological prescriptions from doctors or health professionals. All of these factors make nutraceuticals much more accessible to the general public. Having said that, pharmaceuticals remain to be the most utilized and reliable medication groups in the world today. As pharmaceutical drugs are much more potent in their biochemical compositions, they yield positive results in much shorter times. Thanks to their scientifically proven potency and their disease-specific targets, most are much more inclined to trust pharmaceutical medications. When it comes to their drawbacks, both nutraceuticals and pharmaceuticals display a few disadvantages. Even though nutraceuticals have natural ingredients, their long-term benefits and mechanisms of action have yet to be observed. These products are much more limited and require thorough investigation from scientists and doctors. Pharmaceuticals, on the other hand, do have the necessary research behind their effects. But their high costs and possibly dangerous side effects and complications make them intimidating in nature. Among other things, pharmaceuticals are prone to cause allergic and hypersensitivity reactions when compared to nutraceuticals and functional foods. And so, with all this exciting information at hand, let's try to answer the question of nutraceuticals versus pharmaceuticals. Which is better? As we've mentioned, both groups have their pros and cons, but based on their medical approval and extensive research, pharmaceuticals are more widely accepted. Whether it's for a common cold or sometimes life-threatening conditions such as sepsis, doctors and medical professionals of the world favor the benefits of pharmaceuticals over nutraceuticals. Not to mention how the latter products have yet to receive the official seal of approval from the Food and Drug Administration or similar authorities in other countries. But as our world is progressing and evolving every single day, we can expect updated studies and research on the advantages of natural compounds such as functional foods and nutraceuticals. The main takeaways are that all these groups are aimed to improve health, prevent disease advancement, and promote quicker recoveries. Were you familiar with the differences between nutraceuticals, pharmaceuticals, and functional foods? Have you tried any natural nutraceuticals before? Let us know in the comments below. Here are 2 more videos you might find interesting. Feel free to choose the one you like. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos on health, subscribe to the channel.